Yo, what up? Yo, it's 5:45 in the morning. Tom Pease is still awake. You know what I'm saying? Because you know how things operate, man. Shit bothers the fuck out of me early in the motherfucking morning and shit. Right? And we was over here looking at this, and we were talking about what was going on with them giving everybody $1,000 check. So I figured I'd stand here and we'd go over an article real quick about it and find out exactly what's going on, because I'll be honest, I tried to find, the actual wording of the bill to see like what they actually passed yesterday with Donald Trump signed, and I couldn't find nothing. You know what I mean? So I'm here with Eric. I'm here with Templar. You know what I'm saying? Neon might pop in and out. We'll see what's up. You know what I mean? Apologize if it gets loud. All right. So sorry, y'all seeing an ad right now. Hold up. Pause. There we go. All right. We got rid of the ad. Okay. So Trump signs coronavirus relief measure ensuring paid sick leave and emergency leave. The Senate will vote on the House passed economic relief bill on Wednesday. Right. It's already, Thursday, but this is put out on the 18th. I don't know what the deal is. President Donald Trump signed an economic relief bill to help combat the coronavirus pandemic, ensuring free testing and paid leave for certain workers' hours after the Senate passed the measure on Wednesday, right? Lawmakers overwhelmingly voted 90-8 in favor of Phase 2 stimulus measure. 8 Republican senators opposed the measure, but the Joint Committee on Taxation's estimate will cost north of $100 billion. Earlier Wednesday, Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell urges Republican colleagues to support it. I do not believe we should let perfection be the enemy of something that will help a subset of workers, McConnell said on the Senate floor. We're going to pass the House bill, but its imperfections will just make our comprehensive package more urgent. So we aren't leaving. Everybody understand that? We aren't leaving until we deliver. He added the Senate is not going to leave small businesses behind. The economic relief bill ensures free COVID-19 testers, bolsters unemployment insurance, increases spending on health insurance for the poor, and adds $1 billion in food aid. The agreement includes paid sick days for some employees, as well as 3 months of paid emergency leave throughout the course of the coronavirus crisis to help offset the cost of employers. Businesses would be reimbursed for some of these costs through tax credits. Big businesses, those with more than 500 employees, however, are exempted from offering their employees paid sick leave or family leave under the bill. But Congress is already working on another relief package, with McConnell vowing earlier in the week that the Senate won't leave until a third relief package is on the president's desk. The third relief package, which Republicans are currently negotiating with the White House, is expected to further bolster relief for small businesses as well as add targeted relief for certain industries. The Treasury Department is proposing nearly $1 trillion package, which would include $50 billion for the airline industry, $150 billion for distressed sectors of the U.S. economy, as well as providing $300 billion towards the creation of a small business interruption loan program. McConnell said this larger, more comprehensive will also be an effort to put money directly in the hands of American workers and families. But McConnell will certainly need buy-in from the Senate Democrats and eventually House Speaker Nancy Pelosi to pass what is expected to be one of the largest, most expansive emergency packages in American history. Taking it to the floor just moments after McConnell, Democratic Majority Leader Chuck Schumer said any negotiation on a third package should include both parties, both chambers, the White House. Anything else would be too cumbersome, too partisan a process, Schumer said. Schumer also warned that the economy is reaching a near standstill as he expects a recession is to come. If we can curb this virus, the economy will get better, Schumer said. But if you ignore the public health crisis with the equipment and infrastructure and personnel is needed in many more numbers than we've ever seen, the economy won't get better. The Treasury Department also sent a proposal to lawmakers to approve $250 billion in direct payments in April, with another $250 billion going out in May. All right, Eric. Yo, you there, nigga?
This is fucking communism.
I agree with you.
This is fucking communism. When the government, all right, is in charge of people's fucking finances, that's communism. And when the government can quarantine people and bring in the National Guard in some areas to fucking enforce that quarantine and make sure people stay in their fucking houses, that's also communism.
Like, yo, look,
I don't like
I was having a conversation earlier with a dude, like, and here's my mentality. Like, guys like Turd Flinger Monkeys, like, oh, this is a nothing burger. It's like, yo, shut up. You know what I'm saying? The government isn't treating it like it's a fucking nothing burger. They're treating it like the world's going to end. They're going to throw away our entire civilization and economic structure over this fucking nonsense, right? And
Yep.
when you're talking about literally, they're going to put out $250 billion because they're going to do it this month here in March. They're going to do it again in April. They're going to do it again in May, right? And they're talking about doing it again in June. And Chuck Schumer wants it to be $2,000 a month. Plus, on top of that, they're dumping shit tons of money into like just dumping it into these airline sectors and buying stocks and all this shit. And on top of that, they're fucking putting money into the fucking unemployment insurance and all this stuff with the original bill.
Yeah. Hyperinflation doesn't even begin to fucking describe what's going on right now.
There's only $1.5 trillion in cash in the U.S.
Yeah.
That's a total money supply in cash, right? I mean, that's not like the markets and all the other shit, but that's how much money's in cash. Like how much money niggas is liquid right now. How much they can access.
Our currency was already fucked to hell. Now with this, this is like the nail in the fucking coffin.
And here's the bitch. It's all going to be chasing after fucking like loaves of bread.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, people better have stocks of fucking gold and silver, dude. And weaponry, because those are the only fucking things that are going to be actually fucking valuable and useful in situations like this. Because, the currency doesn't fucking mean anything anymore. It has no fucking value.
I feel you. Well, the currency never had any fucking value to begin with.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, there's a difference between money and currencies. Money's an actual thing. Gold and silver, tobacco, fucking flour, wheat, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Alcohol. These are currencies, this is money, right? A currency is a stand-in for something that, represents actual money, and like fiat actually just means, for everybody who doesn't understand what fiat is, I'm going to keep telling y'all so y'all can educate other people and try and get this fucking word out. Fiat literally means by decree of the king. It just means it's because the government says so. That's what the government wants you to do business in, is that fiat currency, which is the U.S. dollar in this country. In Mexico, the peso is the fiat currency. You know what I mean?
This is how badly fiat currency has fucked up royally our economy, right? Since the fucking the Federal Reserve Act back in like 1913, like inflation has gone up significantly, and the current cumulative fucking rate of inflation is, last time I checked, around like fucking like 25.05 point something percent. Which let me just give some fucking perspective on that. The same item that would cost you like $1 back then would now cost you like 25 to 26 fucking dollars.
Well, yeah. You know what I mean? Like, here's the bitch. Is guys like, fucking this shithead, what the hell is this motherfucker's name? Chuck Schumer, he says a single $1,000 check would help someone pay their landlord in March. But what happens after that? Schumer said, how do they pay their rent in April when the restaurant or store is still closed for business? How about May? How about June? $1,000 goes by pretty quickly if you're unemployed. If a package does not include direct payments, they need to be bigger, more frequent, and more targeted, he adds.
The government shouldn't be giving anyone money. It's like, it shouldn't be giving any fucking. The Fed shouldn't be there. The fucking state shouldn't, get involved in people's fucking finances. None of this shit should be going on right now.
Like, this is just
communism.
I mean, here's the thing, right? Here's the legitimate problem. Like, Dark Star, you can unmute yourself and speak, and Templar as well. You know what I mean? Like, I'm young niggas is cool, right? The situation. You've both been on stream me before, right? Well, I don't think Templar has, but most definitely Dark Star has. This is like Schumer briefly addressed the hang on, wait. Yeah, he said relief for certain industries. He said drilling down the argument he advanced yesterday that the aid for airline hotel industry should include worker priorities and protection. He also took the administration to task for its delayed response to the novel coronavirus and urged the administration to take seriously the impending shortage of intensive care unit beds and ventilators and encouraged Trump to utilize the existing authorities to ramp up production. We must mobilize as if it were a time of war when it comes to hospitals, beds, supplies, and equipment, Schumer said. And here's the other half. Like, they said you don't have to pay your fucking bills until May at the moment.
Yeah. Yo, yo, this is from Dark Star, right? He's muted, but he said, in the wise words of Dave Chappelle, "I should have never gave you niggas money." Yo, amen, brother.
I'm with your ideology.
I guess my question is how can the government tell you don't have to pay your bills? What about all these private businesses?
What about all these private businesses?
Are they just shit out of luck?
Yep.
Oh, well, you don't get your check this month?
Yeah.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Yep.
What the hell?
Yeah, he said, because like every time you evict somebody, it has to literally go through like the process of eviction. You know what I mean? So that means involving, you know what I mean, the urban housing center and all these whatever, you know what I mean, having it approved, right, for you to be evicted. Like there has to be like, you know, a reason why they're throwing you out of your house. Because like too many landlords took advantage of dumb shit and was throwing niggas out for whatever fucking reason they wanted to. You know, like they were, like a bitch wasn't fucking them anymore inside of the household, so they tossed them. You know what I mean? Like whole families got fucked up. People took advantage of situations they shouldn't have taken advantage of and whatever. We're past that point now. But so he said the fucking the people for HUD housing, you know what I mean, and all these things, you know what I mean, like the individuals, you know what I mean, who actually do all this stuff, said that, you know what I mean, like they're not approving any new evictions until June.
See, now what I'm trying to figure out is what are they going to do about guys like me that got to pay child support and we can't because we're effectively out of work because of government shutdown orders.
Yo, because they're just going to give you unemployment no matter what. File.
Jesus Christ.
Yep, just file unemployment and they'll take it out of your unemployment. It might only be half your paycheck, but at least you'll have your child support paid. I'm on the same level. Like I literally, like I'm getting $2,000 a month and 850 of it's going to fucking child support.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I told y'all I pay a ridiculous amount of money in child support every year. Niggas don't believe me. Yeah.
Just to be fair, I never denied it either because I know how ridiculous.
Yeah, they're obscene with shit. You know what I mean? When it comes down to it, you know, like fucking on top of that, I got, you know what I mean, one that's out of court, you know what I mean, that I have to pay for out of pocket.
This is fucking communism. We just gotta say it. This is fucking communism.
It is.
And I'm fucking worried about like where, like this is bad enough, right?
Yeah.
Fucking for the economy and for society in general, because economics literally fucking dictates everything, right? Like this, so like it's just how this works. Fucking, I like we're gonna go on a fucking stream apparently like Friday and talk to a nigga who tried telling me that an economic collapse wouldn't hurt anybody. like when that's the mentality of the American public, we're fucked.
The American public does not understand how economics works because they're not taught this. Like I had this discussion earlier, you know what I mean, that like when I had the interview done, we had a conversation about education and shit, and I was like, you're just not being educated, just as an in general thing. Like you're just in general not being educated.
I feel like if you can't tell someone the difference between currency and money, you probably shouldn't be talking about economics.
You probably shouldn't vote.
That too.
Like, and this is like, I am a full proponent of, you know what I mean, having poll tests. Like legit, we should go back to the point of where you have to prove that you're smart enough to run the fucking economy. If you're voting for people who have, like, if you don't know how shit works and you're allowed to vote and tell us how shit works, you shouldn't be allowed to vote.
Yep. Yeah, I'm with you. Fucking, like, this is bad, right? Like, this shit now is bad. Like, I'm worried about where the fuck this might lead to. Or no, not fuck might. Like, where this will lead to.
Like, I'm looking at the Fed, and the Fed, every move the Fed has been made, it's been kicking and screaming, right? They don't want to make these moves that they're making. They don't want to print this money they're printing because they know. Like, I can see it in the nigga's eyes. He's like, this is not how money works. We cannot do this. He knows. The head of the Fed fucking knows we cannot do this.
Well, yeah, I mean, these checks are coming out of the Treasury, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, the Fed knows there's no buyer for any of these for any of these bills that he's trying to sell. He's going to have, like, the Fed's going to have to put these on the books.
What's sketchy about this fucking thing, right, is we can't find the whole entire bill and read it for ourselves to see what the fuck else is in there.
Yeah, I searched all over the internet for it. I can't fucking find it nowhere.
Yeah, it's like, that's not sketchy as fuck or anything.
Yeah, I feel you.
Well, see, and the other thing that kind of bothers me is what kind of precedent is this going to set moving forward?
Yeah. If they can just do whatever they want and give anybody money, like, that's extremely dangerous. Like, there's no more of this, how are we going to pay for it? It's just, yeah, we'll pay for it. We don't give a fuck.
Welcome to communism, boys.
Like,
We're here.
Like, legitimately, they're going to add into an economy that is not functioning at all at the moment, right? It's not producing any type of tax dollars. They're going to stand here and add $2 trillion to a budget that's already $6 trillion.
Yep. Yep.
Well, see, now how are they going to pay for it, though? Are they just going to end up turning around and just raising everybody's taxes again, or what?
They can't. There's no taxes.
That's what I'm saying. After the crisis is over and, the economy starts to recover, if it ever does.
They can't raise
they're
taxes.
They're going to have to tax the shit out of everything.
They can't. You can't raise taxes because you'll stifle economic growth. Laffer curve. You know about the Laffer curve?
I do not.
Okay, so it's very simple. This is a very basic thing, okay? There's a point where taxation, all right, gets to a level of where you're literally just taking money out of the productive part of the economy and robbing your economy. Like, you end up, like, destroying your economy with too much taxes, right? And that number is around 25%. And the United States, throughout the history of the U.S., has never been able to collect more than 19% in taxes out of the GDP. So they literally can't raise taxes. We're already maxed out.
Awesome.
Yeah, like, if you look at taxes not as a dollar value, but as a percentage of your, gross domestic product, the United States has been at 19% forever. So they can't raise taxes. They know this. They raise taxes. They just get less money.
So no matter how you slice it, the economy is pretty much going to be permanently fucked over there.
Yeah, you're basically just completely debasing your currency at this point. Like, there's only $1.5 trillion in the entire U.S. global supply. And they're planning on printing off another $1.5 trillion indirectly into the hands of the consumer. That's not into the markets. That's not into the stocks. That's not into the global markets. That's not into the supply chain. No, directly into people's hands. So you're going to literally double the amount of money. So you're basically just going to take away half of everybody's buying power.
Yep.
Like, if you're paying $1,000 for rent right now, in 6 months you may be paying $2,000 for rent.
Yep.
Houses might go from on average of $350,000 for a new home right now. They may be $700,000 or $800,000 by the end of the year.
This is gonna fuck everyone.
I hate to say it, but it might be time to start looking at taking up residence in another country.
There isn't any other country anymore. There's nowhere to go.
Yeah, this is sort of a global thing. like globalism is a real thing. It's like,
it's not just that. Like, you can go wherever the fuck you want, dude. Like, the rest of the countries are just as bad, if not worse, than here. That's why they use our currency in the rest of the world, because we're the cleanest, dirty shirt in the fucking mix.
Yep.
No other country has freedom of speech or Second Amendment rights. There is no other country in the world that has that.
You got a point.
Yeah, so where are you going to go? It's either we fix this, or me personally, like I'm thinking about voting for Bernie Sanders, because like, fuck it, let's get the collapse going if we're going to do it. Let's ramp this bitch up and fucking drive it off a cliff faster, so we can just reach the bottom and explode and be done with this nonsense, because this is fucking retarded. They're going to kill a lot of people with this.
Yep.
That is an excellent point. Might as well just ride this thing to the scene of the crash and see what happens.
I mean, like, look, it's like Ron White said, the fucking airplane started having some problems. He goes, a dude looked at him and goes, hey, if the plane crashes, how far will we make it with the other engine? And Ron White said, all the way to the scene of the crash. You know what I mean? He said, we'll probably beat the ambulance there by 20 fucking minutes.
Ah, fuck.
Yo, that's really where we are.
This is the most communist shit I've ever.
This is obscene. And like I tell people in real life about this, they look at me like I'm Chicken Little.
Right?
Like, I know I'm not wrong, because I can do math. And this isn't even complicated math.
Define irony. The communization of America was precipitated by a virus created by a communist regime.
Yo, welcome to China. We have the same virus outbreak as them, and our economy is literally about to tank, like worse than it's ever.
It's already tanking.
Yeah.
It's already there. You're not like, we're already going down the drain. Like, there's nothing we can do. Like, they literally, did you know, like, I was looking at CNBC today, right? Because I was checking the futures markets, and the top story was traders and economists blame one CEO for telling the fucking president that this is going to be bad if we don't shut America down. How are you going to blame one dude speaking for a fucking whole day's worth of 2,000 point losses in the fucking Dow?
Yeah.
They literally don't understand that it's fundamentals that's making this go down.
Yeah, this economy's been tanking for at least 107 years. At least. This is sort of just like the culmination, man. Like,
Well, Zane, I can't help but wonder if this entire thing with the economy, because of a virus, it's really not all that deadly, was, orchestrated to actually cause this.
That's more of this smart monkey nonsense. All right. You need to go to www.nigga spell it out for him, right? .com, right? It's like ITANUNA. Wait, no. IMILLI. Wait, no. Yeah, something like that, right? You'll go to www.spellilluminatibackwards, right? .com and see where it leads you, okay? Legit. You know what I mean? And if you believe that's a real thing rather than a troll, just go buy some motherfucking, Alpha Brain supplements, and get your super male vitality, and get it.
Hell no, dude. I'm not buying any of that shit. I'm just saying,
it's not. None of this is planned. They're fucking retarded. All right, they're just fucking retarded. That's the deal. The fucking country has become retarded. Look. All right, I hate to sound like a leftist. We have a fucking game show host as a president. Yo,
this is idiocracy.
Nigga, they're talking about running The Rock in 2024.
Idiocracy was a documentary. Change my fucking mind.
Yo, people are fucking retarded, Darkstar.
Electrolytes. They have what plants crave. Plants crave electrolytes.
Brondo, buddy. Brondo.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of the cell.
Shut up. Fucking Pop-Tart trollop. Right. Yo, like, this is literally where we are. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know, like, how to explain this any better to you, dude. Like, legit. Do you really not understand how dumb Americans are?
Oh, no. I understand how dumb Americans are, Trevor.
Okay, well then, fucking, like, yo, literally people believed that Russia was going to turn off the power in Bismarck, fucking South Dakota. Because Rachel Maddow told them so.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember scratching my head going, wait, what?
I'll take it one step further. All right, one step further. Like, yo, legitimately, people were posting up TSA posters of see something, say something at Walmarts in Juneau, Alaska. Like that was going to be a site of a terrorist attack. People are fucking retarded.
I think people are, fucking paranoid on top of it, which that's just a bad combination, right?
Retarded, paranoid, weak. And you have the news who just feeds into this shit. And then people follow the news. It's like art imitating life, imitating art, imitating the life. You know what I'm saying? It just keeps going back and forth. And it's in a giant fuck circle that just keeps fuck circling the drain, and then it fucking goes down the drain. And, like, yo, we flush away our society on our own. Because this crazy train has no brakes. It's where we are.
Well, that's why I'm just gonna sit back watching the world burn at this point.
I got a bug out bag packed and 700 rounds of ammo, nigga. I'll go to the woods. You know what I'm saying? And I will build a motherfucking house. I don't fucking care. Like, I just don't give a fuck, dude. Literally. These fucking people are terrible and are retarded. I'll go fishing the rest of my fucking life. I don't fucking care. Like, real shit.
Real
going
talk.
Fishing long term, just, dude, that sounds like a slice of heaven.
Yo, the answer to 1984 is the AA-12.
Get you an AA-12. All right. And if you have an AA-12, you have food, water, and shelter.
Yeah, yo, the AA-12 is basically a divining rod, you know, when it comes down to it.
Again with the AA-12.
Yeah, shut up.
Again.
Shut up, Pop-Tart Troll.
No, I will not stand for this.
All right, yo, look, we're going to shut this bitch down. All right, this is where we are. All right, it's been about 28 minutes. I think it's a long enough video discussing how retarded Americans are.
Yo, Tom P said it best. Yo, no one has ever lost money betting on just how fucking stupid the American population is.
Yo, do you want to know how dumb your average American is? All right, people who can afford payments on new cars, okay, call into the shop and go, my fucking engine's tapping, what's going on? And they go, did you fill it up with oil? All right, and then they are called back a few hours later with an emergency phone call saying now it won't start at all, and they tow it in and there's oil flowing out of the hole because the bitch filled it the whole way to the brim.
I've actually seen that before too.
Yeah, okay, so do you understand where we are?
Yeah, no, I completely understand it. Of course, that's nowhere near as good as the lady who came in with her car broken down because she thought that the oil that was in it when she bought it new was supposed to last for 100,000 miles and never changed it.
Yo, look, people have literally paid for winter air in their tires.
That's true.
Yup.
You know what I mean? I've seen people go to fucking Advanced Auto Parts looking for blinker fluid. You're not going to lose betting on the dumbness of American citizens.
I've seen people almost put fucking diesel fuel into their fucking cars.
Yeah.
I've seen them do it.
Yo, people are fucking dumb. All right? They're stupid. It is what it is. The average American voter literally doesn't understand anything at all. You literally go to school for 13 fucking years and have to be trained to flip burgers when you come out. It's that basic. 13 years. You can't write a check. You can't vote. You can't do your fucking taxes. There is nothing that school trains you to do as an adult.
See, you gotta love it when the collective IQ of the society is about, what, 70?
No, the collective IQ of our society is around 100. That's the problem, right? Is that they're smart enough that they should know better, but they're just never taught.
Tom Pease is being generous right now.
No, that's the actual number. The actual number is 100.
Really?
Yes. They're just too dumb to understand. Like, yo, they never were educated. They never had somebody like me to go, yo, you're fucking dumb. They never had, like, dudes around to go, yo, stupid. You know what I mean? You probably shouldn't do that. Do you understand how money works? It took me up until, the last 3 years to even have any comprehension of what money was. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is all patently ridiculous. I'm literally educating Excel, who is a fucking MBA guy. All right, the guy is he's a literal money dude. He is a student of fucking actual Austrian economics and understands things about Austrian economics I don't. But I educate him on a regular basis about how money works. Nobody's taught anything. It is what it. Anyway, yo, look, man, we're gonna cut this bitch off. It's been 32 fucking minutes we've been fucking running on this video, and I gotta get cigarettes. So I'm gonna holla at y'all. I want to thank my fucking Dark Star Mode, my boy Eric. You know the situation. Neither one of them have any.